Hello and welcome back to Borderline Games. We're playing Danganronpa again. This is what part are we on? Part 8 of Danganronpa. Last time we made Mondo and Taco friends in the sauna room, and we also what else did we do? Oh, we went in the catcher. We went to the room where there's the catcher machine and got a load of toys so that we can make friends with people and gift some items to our fellow students. And the last thing that happened was, just before we were going to go to bed, Mondo Kuno said we need to go straight to the gym. So that's where we're going now. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, Kyoko, did you hear the announcement just now?
Indeed.
Yes. I don't want to go, but we don't have any other choice, right?
Right.
I can't imagine it's going to be good news, but it's not a good idea to defy him here and now.
Goodbye.
So I'm going on ahead. I really can't do anything except what Monokuma tells me. Anybody else here? Just out of curiosity. Right next to the gym. Hello, hello. Hey, Fumi. How come you haven't gone in yet? Who are ya?
Why is that?
Mr. Naegi, don't scare me like that. Sorry, but we really should go inside. No, don't go. You can't go. That's what my ghost friend is telling me. I don't feel good about it either, but we can't just ignore this. Damn. That's true too. I guess we have no choice. I have to go too. Boing. Asking us to gather together all of a sudden like this, what could he possibly want?
Well.
Indeed. What might await us this time? He keeps things interesting, that's for certain. How is that funny? Can't you smile like a normal person once in a while? Like how the housewife on a classic TV show smiles at the end of an episode.
What the heck?
There's something totally messed up with you, if you can laugh at a time like this. Which of us is actually messed up, Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing in particular, just admiring, that's all. I don't want to kill anyone, but I also don't want to stay here living in blind denial day after day. I was just admiring how you could live like that, and still keep your sanity.
What is this?
I'm not in denial. That reminds me, remember how you kept talking about how the police or whoever would come help us? How'd that turn out? It seems to me there's no sign whatsoever of possible rescue.
Well...
That's just...
Huh?
I wonder what actually happened.
Certainly.
It's strange, that's true. There's no way the police wouldn't know about it. We're right in the middle of a major urban area.
What?
The police suck. On the contrary, the mastermind may be just that powerful to take control even of the police.
Could it be?
Oh, this might not be related, but... Then don't say it. No, gonna say it.
It's not like some occult mystery.
It's about last night. I was near the main hall just staring off into space, when all of a sudden, I heard it.
Huh?
You heard what? A sound that I don't really know what it was. What kind of sound? Well, like I said, I don't really know. But if I had to describe it,
Could it be?
it was like a construction site, I guess. A construction site.
Serious?
I mean, I could just be making that up. I only just barely heard anything. Then you definitely made it up. Must have been the sound of the ocean in that head of yours. Oh. Say what? What you talking about, Toko? What's gonna happen? Monokuma. He's arrived. What Hiro heard wasn't the sound of construction, but it could have been an explosion. Huh? Or maybe a machine gun. That can kind of sound like construction in a way. What are you talking about? Beyond this point, my mouth is zipped. My lips are sealed. I am fully puckered. It's a secret, little secret.
And?
Fine. Then let's move on to what you can tell us. Why did you call us all here?
Say what?
You don't beat around the old bush, do you? Ready for me to get to the point, huh?
If you please.
But before that, you mind if I vent a little? I'm low on energy these days, my stitching's even losing all its shine and luster. I'm thinking it's probably become of this ho-hum, boring old everyday life. I'm looking for something with a little more stimulation, something rife with danger and intrigue.
Yep.
Listen, can I just be frank?
Today.
The next Blackened hasn't shown up yet, and I'm getting bored.
Hey.
So, I've decided to come up with a new way to motivate you. Motivate? Is it another set of videos or something? Are you going to show us some demented thing to try and drive us all to murder? Drive you to murder? What a mean thing to say. Just awful.
You hear me?
I don't know what you've got planned, but we're not going to kill each other anymore. No matter what you do, I swear to God we won't. That's very big talk. Do your very best to back it up, okay? Now then, with your permission, let me begin. So, this time, it's embarrassing memories and secrets. As long as you're alive, it's a given that there's things you don't want other people to know about you. So, I did a little investigating of my own and I dug up some of your darkest secrets.
And those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here.
Oh no.
I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek.
As Monokuma spoke, he tossed the envelopes at our feet. I quickly snatched the envelope with my name written on it. I nervously pulled out what was written inside, and my entire body suddenly went rigid. Makoto wet the bed until he was in 5th grade. What? How? How'd you find out about this? Everyone started talking at once. You have 24 hours. If someone doesn't become blackened by then, all your deepest, darkest, most embarrassing secrets will be exposed to the world. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in a van, strapped with loudspeakers and spill the beans. Yeah! Wouldn't that be so embarrassing? So that's what you mean by motivate? Yep, you got it. They're all pretty unpleasant. Trust me, none of you want me to reveal that stuff, right? It's definitely something I'd rather people not know about, but we never kill over something like that. What'd you say? He's right. Your plan is doomed to fail. No one's going to murder someone for this kind of thing.
This is kind
Oh no. Is it because for better or worse your memory is still a way to connect to the outside world? I have stuff I wouldn't want anyone to know no matter what, so I assumed you'd all be the same. Which is why I put so much effort into preparing this next motive. Man, you're saying you really won't kill each other over this stuff? That just sucks. Well, what can you do? Okay then, in 24 hours, I'll expose all your secrets just to make myself feel a little better.
okay.
So sad. So depressed. Fare not well. Fare thee well. With an almost convincing look of depressed dejection on his face, Monokuma receded into the gym's depths.
So,
I didn't know what to expect at first, but maybe we dodged a bullet on this one. I mean, yeah, having those secrets revealed is going to be totally embarrassing. But that's seriously not enough to give someone a reason to kill, right?
Listen to me.
Good news, everyone. I have a brilliant idea.
You hear me?
Why don't we all just confess the secrets in those envelopes right here and now?
Without a doubt.
If we do that, any and all motive for murder will vanish. That's pretty smart, right?
Quiet down and listen.
Okay, so my embarrassing thing is... I don't want to hear your stupid story. What? Besides, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to talk about mine.
As for me,
Neither do I. But because it is unpleasant, not because it is impossible.
Oh?
Well, it's just human nature to want to hear it when you say it's impossible. Come on, it'll be good for you.
Absolutely not.
Come on.
It's okay, just a little bit. Come on, come on, come on.
honestly,
As I said,
Here we go.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I said I don't want to talk about it, you human bag of lard.
Yeah!
I agree with them. There's no need to discuss it. What do you think, Chihiro?
I'm sorry.
So sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
So,
If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. I'm not super excited to talk about it either.
That's true.
If everyone's that much against it, even if my bro's the one that suggested it, I gotta say no. Well, that's okay then. Either way, if it's just a few secrets, I'm sure nobody's about to kill anybody over it. I hope you're right. A secret so bad you'd kill someone to keep. Nobody's got something like that, right? Okay, I'll stop with all the secret talk, but each of us has 24 hours to get ready. Having our secrets exposed isn't going to be fun, but it's not like we're going to die because of it. So, you know, don't do anything hasty.
The way you keep repeating it kind of makes me worry even more.
Oh, okay, sorry. I know it's going to be tough, but...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Nighttime already, huh? Okay, let's all call it a day.
Of course.
Good idea. We need to prepare for tomorrow.
I was left with an anxiety I just couldn't shake, but we left things as they were, and left things as they lay. One by one we headed back to our rooms. Secrets or memories you don't want anyone to know about. A way to connect to the outside world. Honestly, all that crap Monokuma was spouting didn't have any effect on me. There's no way anyone would kill over stuff like that. At least that's what I thought. But maybe I was just being optimistic. Which is probably why, without too much of a struggle. Jeez, I'm more tired than usual. Super tired today. I fell asleep. But what I didn't know is that even then a tragedy was taking place. Oh no.
Hey, do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active, I mean. For example, it's the difference between like, oops, I killed him, and yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, there are tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? But there's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly few can do it with calculated intent. To make that choice, then put it into action. It's hard. It's way harder than just letting your emotions lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering, what's the point I'm trying to make? Well, oh,
Sure myself. Maybe you should try reading between the lines.
Oh. Morning. Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
Ooh,
Nice reaction. I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint.
what are you doing here?
I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you up in person.
What the hell for?
Because it's fun. And as long as I'm here, I figured I'd let you hear it right from the bear's mouth.
Hear what?
Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates.
What?
Say what?
What? Your face is all blue, like someone on the verge of death.
What happened? What are you talking about?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Good luck.
Something happened to someone. Is it? Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would. But what if? No, what ifs are pointless, especially now when... The dining hall? I need to get to the dining hall. Badum, badum, badum. Ah, Makoto. Are you okay?
Hey,
Did Monokuma talk to you too?
Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and... Byakuya. You're the only ones here. Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something.
perhaps.
It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder.
After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday? It can't be. That stuff was just a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook, do you realise how dangerous that is?
What the heck?
Why didn't you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. What good does it do me to go out of my way to help you?
Just the worst.
Stop saying that already. There's something wrong with him for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. Well, my first port of call is the library. I don't know why, but I want to see... okay. I feel like the library's connected somehow. Probably wrong. Am I wrong? Oh, there you go. There's nothing here of interest, don't you agree? You should go look somewhere else. Stop me from going in that door. Hey, there's nothing worthwhile over there. I've already checked, so there can be no mistake. Okay. You're suspicious. Maybe check the dorms? Oh, oh.
So,
Peekaboo. I knocked on all the doors, but nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Oh, then what about the second floor of the school? That's the one place that's new to all of us, so it seemed like the natural place for... Okay. The swimming pool. Maybe? Huh? The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked? Bing bong.
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Okay. Investigation.
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Byakuya,
I see.
judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious. I've heard that word before. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Ooh. Oh my god. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did, I started dancing. Wah! A wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Nah! Deadly life. Danganronpa. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring, gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand, he was jumping up and down. Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow, and something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? Oh, they killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. Before I could even begin to clear my head.
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something? Ah! Chihiro! There's been a death. Hello.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement! Then Chihiro really is dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim. You were just here? Which means we're now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Yeah! Shut up. Alright. So we've got a couple of things to look at. the exit. No, there are more important things to worry about right now than a dumbbell. You think so? Okay, let's have a look at the body. But now pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there on the wall. Okay, let's have a look at the wall. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So,
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, the thing about writing bloodlust is blood. Doesn't it sound kind of familiar? Oh, bloodlust in blood. Ah. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
what is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style. But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real... Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. We're going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene. I'm surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Ah! What is it now? Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Ah! Ah! Toko was the last to arrive and now she was just standing there. No! Well, why? 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 Gadunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. Ina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh,
So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like, on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. No stuttering now, is there? This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me?
If you need help, I don't mind.
Taka, could you help me?
Huh? She totally ignored me.
Very well, you take care of the girl and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realise that.
Don't make me repeat
There
myself.
is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing, it's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works.
Then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate?
What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls. You know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want.
Weird.
Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right?
I sure did, chum.
Monokuma file.
Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you want to be you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later.
So please do your very tippy-toppy best on this investigation.
No way.
Do we really got to do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends, having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die? Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object.
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect. Or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey, hey.
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. If in any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right?
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
so then.
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. No, just one would totally murder that possibility.
punishment is
Farewell for now.
you.
Oh,
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial.
I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up.
So,
Well, for now, Takara and me are going to drop Taka off at her room. Nice. I'm going to get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
Oh, she's not stuttering. We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation, toot sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 AM. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what I gotta do. Oh, no matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Dum dum ba dum bum ba doo doo doo. Right, we can look at this now, right? There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Nice. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so there's bloodlust. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Okay. Dum dum. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. I wonder about that. Okay. There's a little stain there. Let's have a look at that. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Oh, there's some blood here. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Let's talk to our friends. What about this on the floor? Can I... No. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. No, she was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hino and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Noise. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, what have you got to say for yourself, Mondo? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihira's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. What it might be. Nice. Mondo's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh, already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy, I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Okay. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-da-da-ba-dum. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Alright, let's have a look. I mean, if I click that, it's just going to take me through, isn't it? So, if I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have any issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me.
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makato has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes? The card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locked room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounting Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct.
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihira's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makato, I can see right through you. See right through me. Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your ebook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
Yeah! You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on, you're saying there's a loophole, but... In order to borrow something from someone, then... That means someone would have to loan it, so...
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self.
Killed her, stole the thing, used it on the thing, right?
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Nice. Card reader has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. A surveillance camera and there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. It's so chilling. Another one. Okay. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, Sayaka Miyazono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. I see. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Learning your e-handbook to other students is strictly prohibited. Only the act of learning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Nice little flashback. I see, yeah, now I understand. Nice. Main hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. We saw this. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey!
What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leo must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might say, how could that be?
Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Nice. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Byakuya, to be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again, using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's got to be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Okay. Show me then. You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Make me repeat myself.
I have no doubt that is yes. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really any proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really?
Ah, hey you two.
Oh. Big trouble. Need your help. I assumed it's Monokuma.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
I mean,
But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me. Okay. What's this emergency?
please.
It's a serious emergency. Please. You gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I
But
mean,
it's an emergency. An emergency? What happened?
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's actually acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Byakuya?
Strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry! Well, wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she's headed off to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Toko. There it is. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? Okay. No.
Such
You're
idiot.
talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Jesus. Sorry. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her and, see how she's doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Okay. Hello. Might as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Oh. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
what?
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, pulling yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Oh. She's talking with a stutter again.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time, when I rang a little while ago. Oh, to drive out the killer, to drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Who could persuade her? He might be able to persuade her. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh, you gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Is this gonna work? After a few moments... Hello?
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're also so annoying. Ah, Byakuya.
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Taku talking about just now? Something about a promise. Oh. I have no idea. Something, another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But...
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. But Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library. Come on, let's go in. I want to go in here. Let me in here. If I remember, on the other side of this door. It's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here.
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. I knew there was an important thing here. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust too.
So, in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. So many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those, documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. A dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council, controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? Let's let it go for now. I was going to say the same thing. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye. Indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return this file to the shelf. Okay. What's this? There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? That lamp. Huh, it's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Noise. Okay, what haven't I clicked? There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbed photos of all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files, there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? So you're finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use, I can't keep up with all of this, it's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times. So there is no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council, and I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favourites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarise the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are usually suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. That then Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might have, you might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. There's even a surveillance camera here. So, I guess I'll talk to him. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Oh my god! Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The name of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoujo Gaku, 23, Kano Aisyu, 14, Takashi Hashida, 30, Komatsuna, Taru, Takafumi, Gano, Uchida, Naoshi, Takashi, Masumi, Yotu, Yamashima. There was no end to it, but one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of the crime, at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now, take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Oh my god! Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there were any external reasons for this. This confused behaviour suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Nice. Genocide Jack file has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh, where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that.
I don't have time to play.
Come on. Enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think that we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to this crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Ooh, what's going to happen? Okay, well, I guess we're going to find out next time on Borderline Games. Thanks for watching. See you guys. Bye-bye.